It's a lovely morning and you're welcome to another edition of Campus 360, where we update you on some educational stories and happenings on your campus. I am Diana Luchiga. Ahead in this bulletin, SHS Form 1s and 2s reopened school on 5th January 2022. Campus 360 visited some schools. We bring you updates.
Aquinas is going to be a better place, and the notion the public have about the school to be a chaos one will be nullified.
So, Teachers and Educational Workers Union, TEU, embarked on a strike. We bring you updates on that as well.
When the boss is on the way, we gonna roll it over them, we gonna roll you.
And in our News in Focus segment, we bring you the National Science and Maths Quiz Champions Roll of Honors from the year 1994 to 2021. We have details of all this and more. Stay with us. The details. President Akufo-Addo says his government is making efforts to build 10,000 affordable housing units for teachers across the country. According to the president, the Ministry of Works and Housing units have already started engaging the various teacher unions on modalities on this initiative. He made this known at the 6th Quadrennial Conference of the Ghana National Association of Teachers, NAT. There's more in the following report.
The Quadrennial National Delegates Conference of the Ghana National Association of Teachers brought together leadership of teachers across the country. At the opening of the conference, President of NAT, Philippa Larson, enumerated challenges faced by teachers in the country. Key among them is lack of affordable housing for members.
We have challenges as an association. These include affordable housing scheme for our members, poor and unattractive working and living conditions of our teachers, low female participation in decision making in the association, weak flow of information to the grassroots of the association, and weak monitoring and evaluation at all levels of the association.
President Akufo-Addo has, however, revealed the government is already taking the necessary measures to construct 10,000 affordable housing units for teachers. The initiative, spearheaded by the Ministries of Education, Works and Housing, as well as the teacher unions, is expected to come with a subsidized loan program for the beneficiaries.
60 years ago, being a teacher, even a pupil teacher, was a respectable and fulfilling job. And a teacher could build a decent house through his or her salary alone. Unfortunately, we cannot imagine such a scenario for today's newly qualified teachers, or even teachers who are near retirement. This is not good enough. And that is why my government remains committed to the development of affordable housing for teachers all across the nation. The current initiative will involve the provision of housing for both mortgage and rental. I'm fully aware that one challenge facing teacher ownership of homes beyond finance is their inability to purchase homes where they intend to retire. Through a subsidized loan program, teachers will be provided an opportunity to own houses in desired locations in various parts of the country.
Meanwhile, the president reveals a 95% increase in education investment has been achieved under his tenure. He emphasized measures are in place to ensure standards of education in the country are improved.
We believe that teaching should not be seen as a stopgap measure or a job of last resort, but as a viable choice to enter a well-respected profession with positive long-term career prospects and good benefits. We have restored, since coming into office 5 years ago, and continue to pay teacher trainee allowances, which were abolished by the previous administration. In addition to the yearly average increase in salaries over the last 5 years, my government is for the first time in our nation's history paying a professional allowance to teachers. We have abolished the 3 months pay policy for teachers. We have cleared the arrears.
Now, the Teachers and Educational Workers Union, TEU, has embarked on a strike over their conditions of service. They are demanding the immediate payment of continuous professional development allowance by the government. According to the national president of TEU, Ambrose Kojoga, their members will continue to stay away from work until the allowance are being paid.
This allowance was approved for both teaching and non-teaching staff according to the Minister of Education, and the payment was to take effect from 2020. The teachers one had been paid. Then we went and alerted GS management that this allowance paid to teachers, even though it was announced for both teaching and non-teaching, our side have not been paid. So then we continued to the minister, the new Minister of Education, and we have been waiting for them ever since. The only thing we realized is that they pay another tranche to the teachers again in the year 2021. And honestly speaking, the patience of members of TEU has actually run out. That is why this time around, NEC has to take a decision for us to take an industrial action if it has not been paid up to the 1st December 2021. That is our main purpose of the action. Professional development allowance is supposed to be used in developing whatever profession you have. You use this token allowance to be developing so that you can improve on the performance of your job. We know very well that government is eager for students to go back to school, so government will not delay in addressing our concerns. So as soon as government address our concern, we have not given any timeline, but we are awaiting government to address our concerns.
But this also means that as long as government has not addressed your concerns, then you are not returning to work.
Yeah, that's when the NEC will decide.
When the boss is on the way, we gonna roll it over them. We gonna roll you.
Now, the district director of the education for Techima North, Mrs. Teresa Kwebu, has charged parents in the area to be supportive of their children's education at the basic level. She admonished parents to provide the necessary tools for their children to be in school. There's more in the following report.
At the basic level, do better in school when parents are involved in their academic lives. These early years of schooling are an important time for parents to be informed and supportive about the child's education and to set the stage for children to develop and grow as young learners. With children in rural schools the most affected when it comes to their parents' involvements, the District Director of Education for the Techima North District, Mrs. Teresa Kwebu, has called on parents to be concerned with their wards education.
We have a lot to do as parents. The first thing we can do as parents is to encourage our children to go to school and learn. Children should always be in school. So parents, ensure that your children are in school and they are learning, and that you provide them with their basic needs so they'll be able to concentrate on their learning. If a child goes to school and has no pen, has no book, they will not be able to write and understand anything. So parents, help your peoples, help your wards. They are the future tomorrow. When we are not there, we are gone, they take over from us. So let's prepare them for the future, so that when we are not there, they take over. And our teachers, put up your best. We have been trained to teach the children. Do the right thing in the schools. Teach them the right thing, so that our children will learn, and in future, they take up from us.
Mrs. Teresa made this call at the fundraising ceremony organized by Sirius Preparatory School. Founder and director of the school, Yeboah Samson Jr., charged government to extend support to pupils in private schools to help improve the standard of education across board.
I want to call on the government to support the private schools. When it comes to looking at the standard or trying to look at the Ghanaian child in terms of examination writing. Currently, we are going to the students in Ghana are going to write exams at P4 level, and I am very much aware that the private school was not considered. So if we want to get the standard for Ghanaian students, I think the private school should also be considered. Secondly, I want to plead that there must be a system to actually test the standard of the preschool, because that is the foundation. So if you can get a solid building, we need to lay the foundation very well. So I'm pleading that there must be a platform created so that we can actually have competition for the preschool and the primary level too.
On his part, Chief of Jibri Nana Amiao Kesebin II appealed to authorities to provide speed ramps in the area to help minimize the number of children killed by overspeeding vehicles in the area. We always record pedestrian knockdowns involving children in this area. Throughout the year, we've been recording such accidents, with only the month of July being the month without one. So we are appealing to authorities to come to our aid by providing us with speed ramps to help reduce these menace.
Now, senior high schools, Form 1s and 2s reopened school on 5th of January 2022. Campus 360 visited some bus stations as students were traveling to their various schools and interacted with them. According to them, they are positive about the academic year and they are ready for it. There's more in the following report. Senior high schools Form 1 and Form 2 students reopened 5th January 2022 to complete the academic calendar and begin the academic year. Campus 360 visited the VIP stations to interact with students traveling to their various schools to find out how the Christmas break has been and their expectations for the new year.
My expectation for this year is that I'll be a good student and I'll be able to pass my exams to attend a good college or to be a better person in future.
Christmas holidays, it was cool, yeah. Although money wasn't in the economy, like it wasn't in the country, but it was good, yeah.
It was the same. We are brothers, so like the Christmas wasn't enjoyable for our part there because money is not in the system. So I didn't really enjoy the Christmas.
To pass my WASI and also come out with good flying colors.
I'm looking forward to writing my exams and passing. And as well as the WASI. I don't know whether the date is out yet, but I'm looking forward to that too.
I hope there won't be like any more holidays so that we could learn, focus on education and more, yeah. So that we can focus on the exams that we're about to write, yeah.
Last semester there was like light out almost all of the time, so I'm expecting that the lights are going to be on so that we can learn and prepare for the exams.
Some parents and guardians also shared how they prepared their wards for school.
Like the normal preparations we give to our wards when they are leaving to school. Get their staffs, prepare them, their provisions and everything that they will need when they get to the school. When she was at home, she was doing her assignments, studying as well. Because I understand even somewhere this year, May, they are writing their final paper. So constantly she has to be doing her assignment, be on her books, other things, just to prepare her mind for the WASI.
Initially, when they came home, they informed me that they will be reopened on the 5th, and that immediately after reopening, within no time, they will be writing exams. So as they came, they were studying at home. And at the long run, we knew that immediately after Christmas, they will be going. So we have to hold our hands, not misusing money, so that our children can go to school.
When he came back from school, we just took him through his curriculum to know how best he has been in school and how he has gone according to the curriculum of the school. Then from there, I took him through areas he had difficulties with. I taught him things he should do, things he shouldn't do, and how to learn, and the best way to learn. Look at it. Then from there, took him to the market, get him his stuff that he can take to school. Yes, prepared him very well till we got here today. So I only hope God gives him a safe journey back to school.
Campus 360 visited some schools to find out the situation, as that was the first day of reopening of schools. At St. Thomas Aquinas, the students had reported in their numbers and were ready for the academic semester.
My plans for 2022 is that, Aquinas is going to be a better place, and the notion the public have about the school to be a chaos one will be nullified, because here in Aquinas, we are the only day school in cantonment, and indeed, we perform excellent in academics and in all diverse areas as well. I, for one, I want to perform. In fact, I want to perform better than I do. And also, my expectation for the school as a whole is to grace our 70th anniversary in a special way for the President of the Republic of Ghana to be chaired in our preparation towards our anniversary, to make it a success.
My expectations this time, as we've come back to school, it's preparation for the end of SEM, and we are going to a new class very soon, so we hope to get better grades and get all the A's.
Expectation for this SEM is, for this year, is to excel in my WASI. And currently my end of year examination.
My expectation for this semester is to work hard, like learn, so that I can do well in my promotional exams and then also in my WASI. Also with the students, my fellow juniors, I want to work with them so that we can make acquaintance a better place.
Also reacting to the Teachers Education Workers Union strike, which commenced that day, some students complained of unavailability of food on campus, compelling them to go out to buy food, which is against the rules of the school.
Because of the strike, there is no food on campus and they are really hungry. So most of them want to just break bounds and go out, of which the school administration did not buy that idea. So I think this strike would really hurt the students, because if there is nothing in the tummy, I don't think you would be focused to study in the classroom. It will even disrupt your studies. So I think this won't help us at all. Indeed, whilst I'm standing here, I'm hungry, but we move.
Headmaster of the school, Mr. Paul Amwesi Beidu, also told Campus 360 the school is ready to receive students and are ready for the academic year.
We just went for a break, so we are coming to round up the term. So we are ready for the term, the rest of the term. We are prepared for the rest of the term.
It's another academic year again, and newly admitted students of the University of Ghana are forced to abandon their courses due to inability to secure accommodation. More than 15,000 students were admitted with less than 3,000 available spaces. This has left students stranded. Mano Okwanting reports from the University of Ghana.
Long faces and outright despair. The most obvious expressions worn by the many frustrated students who, just like their mates from the year before and the ones before that, cannot find accommodation after gaining admission into the University of Ghana.
I was happy, like when I had the admission to study at this university, because it was my dream university. Yeah, everything was okay.
Daniel Elijah Chum is a newly admitted student at the university. Unlike anything he expected in his first few days in college, what was to be his dream school is gradually becoming his nemesis. He's only one of the many freshmen who are struggling to secure a spot in the limited residential facilities on campus.
The accommodation portal was opened exactly at 9 a.m. as yesterday morning. So I was online around 8:50 a.m. waiting for the portal to be open so that I can be fast about getting the accommodation. So by 9:02 a.m. I was on the website. Any hall I choose, there will be like there's no room available. So I was okay with it, because I chose several rooms that I chose all the halls and then like I didn't get any room. So from that time I didn't know what to do. So I had to set off early from Winneba this morning around 6 a.m. to get here to fish out how things will be going concerning the accommodation.
He's been roaming the entire Legon campus for hours, dripping with sweat, and the brown envelope containing his application documents literally tearing apart. He's now thinking of abandoning his course altogether.
I've done whatever I could. I've been moving from halls to halls, floors to floors, but like no one. I've spoken a lot, so I'm even tired. I'm even tired. I feel like I've gotten the school, but I've not gotten it. So now I'm stressed out. At times, like I want to say, I want to give up. Yeah, like I want to give up. I want to stay in the house and then I come the following year rather.
But Daniel is not alone. He takes me to see his other colleagues who are in much the same situation, if not worse.
We were told that because of the modular system, all the people that were admitted 2020 and 2021 academic year were not permanent residents. We were just having our accommodation for just 1 year. So, and then hopefully they said we all should apply for the residence. So I tried to apply, but I couldn't get a room. Yeah, so I have to go back to the old ways of going and coming, which is very costly.
But this frustration does not only stay with students. Their parents feel the pinch just as much. Amtiama's daughter was not lucky with the online application. She is still yet to get a room, even after close to 8 hours of moving from one residential hall to the other.
Things are not well. They said the portal was to be opened at 9 a.m., but we tried and couldn't get access. Now they say the rooms are all taken, and we are coming all the way from Winneba. How is my daughter supposed to come to school all the way from Winneba to Legon every day?
And the story is same for thousands of other students and their parents. Indeed, most of them have had cause to explore off-campus options. Some of them are fortunate, and others not so much.
Outside campus, to try our luck whether we'll get a hostel. So we chanced on one kind of uncompleted building, but it has been, a little touch up on it, and it's quite okay. We saw some of the students there, so we also tried to go there and then make inquiries. So it's 2 in a room. Then 2,000 watts. Is it
620 cedis? Yeah. 620 cedis.
A semester. Can you imagine?
2,620 cedis for one person.
Yes.
Now, with each passing admission window, the accommodation crisis here at the University of Ghana only gets worse. But how many more Daniel Elijahs will be forced to abandon their entire university dreams owing to lack of space? Will this be the year that university management deals decisively with this problem? Yes, so maybe this could be our last time of reporting on this problem.
Let's take a breather. We'll be back with our News in Focus segment.